Hi guys, today I'm doing the furry friend tag. I have 2 out of 4 of my furry friends I'm going to do today because these 2 are actually mine. Like, I own them. Like, if I ever move out of my parents' house, these 2 are coming with me. So, I don't know, should I do it one at a time or should I do them both at the same time? Let me see if I can pick them up at the same time. Okay, so do not fight with each other. These are my cats. They usually like each other. It's kind of weird that they're fighting. Can you see Charlotte? Yes, you can. Okay. So we're gonna do. Who should we do first, Sid or Charlotte? I got Sid first. Let's do Sid first. Goodbye, Charlotte. Okay. I know you don't want to sit here, but at least we can just for the first couple questions, please. Okay. So, first question is, what's his name? His name is Sid. S-I-D. What type of animal is he and what breed? He is a cat. He is, I don't know, that normal cat, tabby cat. I guess that's what it is. It's a normal house cat, I guess. I don't know. Not 100% sure. Your heart is beating so fast. You're acting like I'll take you to the vet. Calm down. How long have I had my pet? Sid, I've had him, oh boy, a while. Either 4 or 5 years. I always get it mixed up. I'm always 1 year behind or on the right year. I think they're 5. The boys are 5, so that means I've had them for like 4.5 years. Well, not true. Like majority of 4 years. We got them when they were 7 weeks old, so we've had them for 5 years, I guess. We got them because my other cat passed away, and I wanted to get a new cat. Not right away, but I wanted to get a new cat, and then I was talking to my parents about it, and they were like, that's fine, but don't you think Manty's going to be like, oh, I never get a cat, I never get a pet, 'cause she's never had a pet, because they've always been mine, and so they decided to let us get 2. And so we got Sid and then his brother Henry, which if Manty wants to do a furry friend tag with Henry, she's more than welcome to, because I am not carrying that big cat all the way over here. So yeah, that's how we got Sid. Here he is again, my little Pepe. He's being really restless. He doesn't like me anymore. Okay. So next question, how did you receive? Well, I guess I answered that question already, but we got him from our local animal shelter. That's where we got every single one of our pets except for Charlotte, and I'll explain that later. How old is your pet? I kind of answered that one already too. He's 5, I believe. Like I said, I'm always wrong. It's either 4 or 5. I think they just turned 5. The boys just turned 5. On March 23rd, they turned 4 or 5. I'll have to look at my calendar one more time. His birthday is March 23rd. What are some quirky aspects of his personality? He hates laying on tile. Our whole house is made out of tile except for upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. You're gonna come back at the end though. He likes to lay on anything and everything that's on the floor downstairs. He doesn't lay on the tile. He'll lay on a dirty towel. He'll lay on wires. He'll lay on a notebook. He hates laying on a tile. I think it's because it's cold. Because when the sun is out by our window in the kitchen, he likes to lay on the tile, but only where the sun is shining. So that's it. Another thing is he can't really meow. He doesn't normally has to go meow, and he goes. It's kind of a joke in our family. We kind of just look at him and make that noise, or look at each other and make that noise, and we know we're talking about Sid. So yeah, those are some things. There's a bunch. There's a bunch about every single one of our cats. But I'd be here for 3 years explaining all of those. What does your connection with my pet imply to me? I don't know. I really think he thinks I'm his mom. Like, obviously. He loves me, but he's very independent when it comes to, like, if he wants to be pet, he'll come up to you and cuddle with you, and he will not leave you alone. But when he's fine sleeping in a basket all day by himself. Like, he's fine. But he knows I'm his mommy. So yeah, I guess that's answering the question. Not quite sure. What are your pet's favorite pastimes? Like I said, laying in the sun. He loves to lay in the sun. Loves it. That's about it. Pretty much what he does, lay in the sun. Okay, so the last question is, what are some of his nicknames? Well, his name is Sid. I call him Mr. Sid. But I don't just say it normal. Everyone knows I do not say Mr. Sid, just like, Mr. Sid, come here. It's Mr. Sid. Kind of like a child saying it. I don't know where it came from. I say it like that, he answers to it. So, and I do it at different levels. It goes high, it goes low, mostly high. I'm not gonna do it now because I honestly just woke up. I'm still in pajama pants, to be honest. And my voice cannot handle it. But yeah, it's Mr. Sid or Stinky Butt, because his butt smells so bad. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't clean it, I guess, but his butt smells so bad, so I call him Stinky Butt. But his full name I gave him when he was little is Sidward Louis. Sidward is just because it came out that day. When I got mad at him, I was like, Sidward! So that's his name. Louis is because a while ago, Manti was obsessed with One Direction. I don't hate them at all. I like them too. And my favorite at the time was Louis. And Manti would tell me that he had big hips. Like everyone talked about him having big hips. And I always thought Sid's hips were really big. And he had like really big like those hip bones. And so I gave him the middle name Louis because voila. And then his last name is my last name.
That's a lie, because Manti and I decided that Sam Claflin is the boy's dad. So his name is Sidward Louis Claflin.
So yeah. So that's it for Sid. Let's go get Charlotte. Ow. So this is Charlotte. She's my new baby. Here she is. She is my shadow. If you watch my vlogs, she's in a lot of them, even though there's not a lot of vlogs. Sorry about that, by the way. But yeah, this is my baby. She's my shadow. I love her. She loves me. Obviously, Sid is my number one. My ride or die. But Charlotte, oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Okay. She is my little baby. She follows me everywhere. So, number one name, Charlotte. Like I said. Try not to answer any of the questions before I get to them. That'd be nice. What type of animal and what type of breed? Well, she's once again a cat. Scrunchies? No, she doesn't want to do scrunchies. She's not mad at me. Oh. Alright, goodbye. Okay. She is a cat, and she is obviously part Siamese. She's not completely Siamese, she's not all like sneaky. When I got her, the person I got her from told me that her mom was Siamese, but her dad was like an orange tabby. So she's part Siamese, part orange tabby. Can't see the orange tabby except for in her body shape, but then her coloring is like a Siamese cat. So I thought that was cool, and her eyes are blue. I don't know if you saw that. So, how did I receive her? Long story. Long story short, we knew someone who had a cat, Charlotte, and she lived in a house with Charlotte, fine, with like 3 other cats or whatever, but then she was moving into a house or an apartment or whatever with new roommates who were allergic to cats. And so she asked us if we can watch Charlotte for like a month so she can find her other friend can move in to her new house so she can give Charlotte to her. Okay? But it turns out her other friend bailed out, blah, blah, blah. So after a month, she was like, is there any way you guys can just keep her? And so I, of course, did not mind because I fell in love with her. She fell in love with me. She was my shadow. I loved her. But I always want more animals. Like, honestly, I want a zoo. That's what I want in my life. So when I asked my parents, I was like, she kind of needs us to keep her, blah, 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 blah. If we can't, we have to send her to the animal shelter, blah, blah, blah. And my dad goes, I knew the second that cat walked into this house, she was not leaving. So they already pretty much knew that the cat was going to stay, so we got to keep her. That's Charlotte's story. How old is she? I believe her birthday is in October and she will be turning 4. I believe. Or 3. Who knows? I honestly don't know about her at all because her past owner did not give us any information about that. She did, but we don't speak to her anymore. So, I have no idea. So I'm gonna say, I know she's a year older than our other cat, Zoe. I know her birthday's in October. So if I look at Zoe's age in our documents, I will be able to find out how old Charlotte is. But that's a lot of work. So I think she's turning 4 and Zoe will be just turned 3. I believe that's how it is. I skipped a question. It was, how long have you had your pet? Well, I've had Charlotte for, in about 7 days, it'll be a year. We got her or that 1 month. On my 1 year anniversary with my boyfriend last year, which is June 28th, and it's June 21st. So it'll be a year in 7 days. So in 7 days, not year and 7 days. So we've had her for not very long. Okay, now back to where we were. Okay, what are some quirky aspects of her personality? Like I said, she is so dependent on me. She will follow me everywhere. Like, even though she was like trying to get away from me, she's sitting right over there. She's sitting right there. Another thing is that she makes weird noises. It sounds like she's snoring all the time. Like, I can hear her right now. It's like, sorry, that was painful. And sometimes she'll just look at you and go, I don't know. Right now she's licking her crotch. That's normal. So yeah, she makes weird noises. She follows me everywhere. She's a stalker. My sister and I, whenever she'll sit somewhere, making it look like she's not trying to follow me, but we all know she is. So Nancy and I will look at her and start singing creep. Like, I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. And it's hilarious because it goes perfectly with what her face looks like. So yeah. What is her favorite pastime? Following me, playing with me, stalking me, licking me. Anything to do with me as her favorite pastime. But there's one thing that she does that does not involve me. Our other cat, Zoe, who I mentioned before, she was here before Charlotte. She's younger though, but they don't get along. Zoe, I think, is very territorial, and she thinks that Charlotte is taking up her domain. So at the beginning, it started off as Zoe just not liking Charlotte or whatever, and then Charlotte would try to play with her, and Zoe would get mad and hiss or whatever. So now that Charlotte knows that Zoe doesn't like her, she purposely antagonizes her. Like, she'll chase her, and when Zoe's trying to eat, she'll get really close to her, and Zoe's like, get away. And they'll fight all the time. Like, I'll just hear them go from all the way upstairs. I'll see them fight. I'm looking, Charlotte's over here and Zoe's over here, so I'm just making sure this doesn't happen in my video, please. Thank you, women. Last question about Charlotte is, what are her nicknames? Well, I call her Miss Charlotte. When the girl who gave us to her, she said her nickname was Charlie, but I don't call her Charlie at all, like, ever. It's Charlotte. Charlotte, Miss Charlotte, but of course, once again, I don't say it now, I go, me ta wet. So, pretty much it. My dad calls her my shadow, because she is. Yeah. I didn't name her fully, because I didn't get her, so it's just Charlotte. That's it. So yeah, let me go get them for the finale. Let's just do them separately. So yeah, to recap, this is Sid, my first baby. I love him. Love you. You love mommy? No kisses for mommy. That's another thing about Charlotte. She hates kisses. She hates them, but doesn't matter because she's gonna get them. Come on, Charlotte. Come give mommy a kiss. Then I say Charlotte. Say bye-bye. You have kisses? Nah, bro. Yeah, this is Charlotte. And that was Sid. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of different, but that's okay. Because anything goes. Okay, that's enough of that. Go ahead and comment down if you have any pets and tell what their names are, because I love animals and I would love to know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye! So yeah, I have cat hair in my mouth. This was inevitable.